The first time I heard about it was the end of March of 2014 when a surveyor came to our front door, knocked, and asked for me to sign permission for them to do surveying on our property. It was like a pipeline, like I have no idea what you're talking about. And he said, oh, it's this huge project across many states and we're using, most of it uses already existing pipes. And I was like, oh, well, there are no already existing pipes on our property. We've had this land in my family since 1971.
Melinda Clatterbuck and her husband Mark are trying to stop a nearly 200-mile-long pipeline from cutting through land near their home in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. The project, expected to cost $2 to $3 billion, is part of a 10,200-mile network that stretches from Texas to New York and delivers natural gas to the southeast and the Atlantic seaboard.
I just want to show you where these little orange flags are, is where it's proposed to cross. They'll be drilling underneath this and underneath the river, which is right over there. That landowner just sold the whole farm. So not just a lease for the route to go through, but sold the whole farm.
The Williams Pipeline Company has made deals with more than 1,000 landowners. The company is now looking to use eminent domain to build on the fewer than 30 properties that have refused to sell. Melinda and other concerned neighbors meet to role-play nonviolent resistance techniques, their last resort as they prepare to put their bodies in the way when construction begins.
You've all gotten your text alert, you've all shown up here, and you're like, what do we do now? That's where you are. So 15 minutes. All right.
So being a medic, I'm used to being a medic for street actions, civil actions in cities and whatnot.
These are so heavy because they're iron. I need 2 legal observers, please. You'll be writing down what's going on. You'll be our witnesses. So if I could have 2 volunteers.
The idea is that we all lie down and hook arms.
This training today is teaching people how to effectively blockade work and how to deal with the reactions to that, the industry's reaction, workers' reactions, the police. We've got over 1,000 people that have signed the pledge to participate in nonviolent direct action. This is truly a grassroots movement. It's local people fighting for local rights.
Just down the road lives a group of Catholic nuns, the adorers of the blood of Christ. The nuns are suing the Federal Regulatory Commission, claiming the pipeline violates their belief in the sacredness of earth. Last month, their activist neighbors helped build and dedicate an outdoor chapel on the sisters' property, which sits directly in the path of the proposed pipeline construction.
For almost a year, we've been doing nonviolent mass action trainings as a community. And so one of the places that we'll be committed to protecting is this chapel area that the sisters own. If Williams does in fact get permission to take that land by eminent domain, our hope would be to have a continuous prayer vigil that's held there and to keep construction from happening.
It's not a traditional chapel, but it's a marker. It's a place that says this is sacred, as it would be Moses in the burning bush or on a mountaintop. This is a sacred space. It's just a place for us to be able to come, to be calm, to be focused, to be intentional about our resistance. The Marys are here, but the Martha is waiting.
They're just unafraid. I mean, they have no, they've said like, our sisters have died for things like this, in other places. Like, this is what we have to do.
Help us to protect all life, to prepare for a better future, for the coming of your kingdom of justice, peace, love, beauty.
For the beauty of each hour.
It's changed maybe who has been coming out to those events. Like a lot of older folks who want to come out there and they feel like comfortable in that space. And I think partly because it's as much as there's going to be action and it might be a little bit scary, it's a safer space. If there's one sister there, things are going to feel very different and the cops will behave in a different manner.
This our hymn of grateful praise.
Those involved with Lancaster Against Pipelines now wait. The sisters and others holding out for eminent domain decisions could have their property seized anytime while lawsuits continue in the courts.
I'm not so obsessed with it that I don't understand that, like, we may not win this battle. Like, this is maybe just part of a bigger thing. But I don't know that I would even be able to continue having these trainings and being as passionate as we are about it if I thought that there was no hope. I still think that there's pretty good hope. It's just a big, powerful machine that we're up against. So it makes it a little harder.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.